Freddie Rubino here with the Freddie Rubino podcast. We are on February 1st, 2023. My wife says my hair is crazy today. How are you recording with your hair crazy? I don't know, but I'm a guy. Guys don't really care about that. You ever see, guys don't care. When a guy cares too much about that, you got to worry. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, we're on the Next Gen USA network. The Next Gen, NEXGEN USA network. It's free speech at its best. I'm Freddie Rubino. I'm a comedian, the king of Brooklyn, who performs all over the country. And I've been banned from certain places and welcome in others. It's called freedom of speech. And I give my take. Listen, there's no big fucking deal. Everybody's doing a podcast. Okay. And comedians say the most horrendous fucking things and they're heralded. Oh, they're heralded. Yeah, you should be able to stick your dick in front of a young kid. That's progress. You're a homophobe if you don't. Okay. Those people are welcomed. But when I get to the club, they're like, make sure you don't make fun of Biden. The fuck? That's the last time I played that place. Anyway. It's 2023. I always open up with a Biden update, something that happened during the week. Now, I know Biden did like a real bad flub this week. And I even forgot what it was. You become numb to this shit. You become numb to how fucking stupid and how crazy Biden is, right? You see, like, he'll say something like, oh, like some crazy thing. Oh, one of the things he said that he had the key to the fucking Amtrak because he used to take it so many times. The engineer gave him the key to the engineering department and he would go in there. Sir. First of all, what fucking engineer would say to another guy, hey, you want the key to come into the room here? No. I'm not saying that's gay, but Paul Pelosi wouldn't even do that. And he's as gay as they come. So what I'm saying is, who the fuck? That is it's either a made up story or he is having sex with Amtrak conductors back and forth from Washington. So he says that he used to go all back and forth from Delaware to Washington on the Amtrak. Let me ask you a question. I fucking commute going construction an hour, 10 minutes. I get on the bus or the train. I want to fucking close my eyes. Right? Did you ever think like, man, I wish I could get into the conductor's box and hang out with me and the conductor in that tight space there and grab that stick. Holy shit. Nobody fucking knows anything about this. What a piece of shit. And by the way, it's against the law to do that. And he says it's all right. The guy's dead. Okay, that's nice to say. I'm sure his family appreciated that. He says it's okay. He's dead. But on the other hand, doesn't Amtrak go back and say, you know what? That fucking guy, we should revoke his pension for fucking endangered. You don't know. If you did something illegal like that, keep your fucking mouth shut. Okay? But this is the fucking guy who's mouthing off about fucking China to the fucking Chinese. This guy can't keep a fucking secret to save his life. And if he don't keep it, his son fucking sells it. So this is pure bullshit. There's no fucking way this guy rode with the conductor. Okay, and everybody laughs. Everybody's like, oh, grandpa's remembers things that didn't happen. Why would you make up a fucking story like that? Why? To make it seem like you're like a working man? Like you're a blue collar, you're a worker? You're not. You never held a fucking job. You never held a job. Nothing. All you did were politics. That's it. You don't try to impress us. And then he said another fucking thing in front of a big union speech, and he called the fucking head of that union by the wrong name 3 times. No one corrected him. He says, "Where's Doug? Where's Doug?" The guy's name is like Dylan. Doug, are you here? Everybody's like, who the fuck is Doug? What are you seeing? Ghosts? Doug, Doug. Okay. What? No one corrected him. You would think after that, the head of these unions would go, we can't back this fucking guy. He's a fucking brain dead. He doesn't even know who the fucking guy is talking. He doesn't even know the guy he's talking to. Are you telling me this is the guy who's in charge of fucking diplomacy in this country? Holy shit, it's so ludicrous. It's so, but if anybody believes the story that he had the key to the conductor's box, and for some reason, instead of closing your eyes for the 3 fucking hour Amtrak ride from Washington to Delaware, which is probably more, instead of closing your eyes for the 3 to 4 hours, you're in the conductor's box. That's gay. I'm saying maybe he's coming out. I don't know. I don't know. But that's fucking not kosher to me. Not kosher. So that was one of his things. But that's not even one of the things I'm covering. I'm just touching base here. So there were 3 things this week. Okay. I only wanted to get to one, but the other 2 came fucking rushing back in my memory. He couldn't get the guy's name right. They had him there. They're honoring him. And he's looking for him. He's going, Doug, Doug. And everybody's looking around. Going, Doug. Who the fuck is Doug? Who Doug? Who that there Doug? It's a fucking Momo. And then no one corrects him. No one corrects him. You listen, if I'm Kamala Harris, you want to make a name for yourself? First of all, you fucked up the border so bad that you are bordering on being a fucking criminal. You're bordering on being the worst criminal that this country has seen besides Fauci and the president. You want to make amends. You want to start to make a fucking better name for yourself. Start calling him out on it. Start saying, I'm the vice president of the United States, and I'm genuinely concerned about the president of the United States. He can't remember anyone's name. He mispronounces my name. He thinks I'm the president. He shits himself. He's fucking crazy. He's fucking, he's all over children. I have concerns, and I'm asking my other politicians to back me up and to have this man take tests or have him removed. I don't understand why she doesn't do that. What the fuck does she got to lose? Listen to me. I don't fucking care if you're Biden's fucking nephew. You gotta see it. I don't care if you're Rob Reiner, the most fucking disillusioned, crazy fucking cult Democrat that doesn't see anything except Trump. He fucking jerks off to Trump. This guy is crazy. Even he has to see how fucking crazy he is. All the late night shows are making fun. Everybody sees it. It's every fucking day. Every time this guy comes out and says something, there's craziness. The craziness like you've never seen. On a weekly basis, we see craziness that we've never ever seen once from any president. Any. With Trump, they had to make shit up. Trump says, wow, there's a disinfectant that could kill COVID. That's what they were saying, right? There's a disinfectant. Everybody was buying. They were out of disinfectant. Everybody, wash your hands, disinfect. And Trump was saying, "Wow, there's a disinfectant. Too bad we don't have something like that could be in our bodies and get rid of that." Oh, Trump's saying to inject the disinfectant. He's trying to kill people. He's telling America he has to be removed. You know what I mean? They had to make shit up. They're fucking crazy. Yet this guy on a weekly basis says the most crazy shit that raised by Puerto Ricans, and I went to a black church, and I'm Irish, and I had cancer even though I didn't. And it's just endless. It's fucking endless. And no one says a fucking word. But with Trump, they would make up shit. It's just so destructive to this country. Anyone who still backs this guy is just contributing to the destruction of this fucking country. I mean, these are just truths. I'm just seeing it. If you can't just see it and agree with me, listen, if you would have told me, if you were a hardcore fucking Democrat, if you're a hardcore liberal, and you told me during Trump's time, he shouldn't say some of the shit that he says about like private citizens and stuff, I would say, you're right. Of course you're right. But you know what? The fucking guy's got the border closed. China's paying us for the first time in history. And he's got unemployment the lowest it's been. He's got minorities, the most employment of any president in the history of the fucking world. I mean, if you like minorities, you gotta love Trump, right? For doing that for them, for raising them up. But no, I admit it. Yes, he shouldn't be fucking saying shit like that. But these fucking people, no matter what Biden says, it's deranged. That's why you can't talk to them. That's why you can't have a conversation. I'm at a club. I have a drink later. People come up to me. What don't you like about Biden? Boom, we're done. No, sorry, because you don't fucking think clearly. I can't sway you. I can't tell you that him grabbing a child that he doesn't know under their fucking breasts and then putting his mouth on their neck while they're trying to get away. And if you can't say that it's inappropriate, then you're fucked up. Then you're deranged. You have this syndrome that you will fucking back this guy no matter what he does, no matter what. He has fucking all these classified documents and stuff. Okay, so don't even fucking go. I don't even talk to these people anymore. Just go fuck yourself. Okay, I used to say no, it's okay. Now I'm at the go fuck yourself stage. Ever get to the go fuck yourself stage? It's a great stage to be at. Like you start off with like being polite, no thank you, I understand. Hey, we just have different views. And then it goes to like, I don't know, I think you're fucking crazy. And then it gets to like, what the fuck? Don't you see? Aren't you fucking? And then you get to like, go fuck yourself. It's very free. Try it tomorrow. To the guy in the office or the woman who says, hey, he's a fucking Trump, he's no good. Go fuck yourself. So this week, to top it all off, Biden's taking questions, okay? It must have been a little drizzly out, okay? He's the president of the United States. They have an umbrella over his head. He comes over and he's answering questions. And it's a woman asking the question, okay? It's a woman. We've seen him answer questions before. We've seen guys and Peter Ducey and all these people, and he goes up, okay, and he answers questions. Okay, he tries anyway. Sometimes it's incoherent. Sometimes he gets in the middle of a sentence, he forgets what he's saying, and he walks away. Okay, this is the guy you're backing. You're a fucking imbecile. Okay, but anyway, he's answering questions. It's a little rainy out. The reporters have an umbrella. He has an umbrella. Now, before I say this, when they were having the debates for president, Kamala Harris said that you should withdraw from this debate. You should withdraw from running because you have been charged so many times with sexual inappropriate things at work, at the workplace. Okay, this guy's Bill Clinton on steroids, okay? You are a fucking animal. You've abused women. You've done inappropriate things to women. And you should, this is Kamala Harris. I didn't say it. Kamala Harris says, I think she accused him of fucking rape or some fucking really serious shit. And she said, like, why won't you disclose? Why won't you disclose all this information? And he goes, no, I'm not going to do it. Okay. So Kamala Harris says, I am done with you. I'm a woman and I will not be fucking part of this. And then they go, oh, you want to be the vice president? She goes, oh, okay. Because she's a fucking Bhutana and she'll do anything for fucking money. She just said this is the worst fucking person that has abused women, maybe in the history of politics. And then she fucking turns around and says, yes, he's my president. I'll back him. He's great. He's great. He's great. Okay, this is the fucking world we live in. So knowing that and seeing it, if you don't believe me, go on YouTube, go see all the fucking videos of him sniffing children, okay? Little girls. He goes up to them. He's inappropriate. They're trying to get away. They go like this. It's fucking horrible. It's creepy. It's horrible. He should get a fucking, he should be removed or at least looked at by people. So people are asking questions. The reporter, it's a woman. He fucking, it's like he loses his mind. It's like he's possessed by the fucking demons of lust. And he goes over to her and he physically starts caressing her hand. On right on fucking TV. She doesn't say a fucking word. She doesn't go, excuse me, sir. Don't touch me. You can't be caressing me. She should have said that. What the fuck is wrong? You know what it is? When that happens to women, they get like, it's like a traumatizing thing. It's traumatizing. And sometimes they can't fight because they're like frozen there. Here's someone who's in total control and is fucking doing these fucking inappropriate things. And it is, you are the victim. You're not wrong for not saying it. Don't get me wrong. I wish you were that kind of woman, because there's certain women that would. Some fucking women would have fucking punched them. But so a lot of times in abuse, they know this. And these people freeze and they don't know what to do. And by that time, it's too late. That's why there should be a fucking feminist movement. There should be a women's movement that sees that and says, we have to fucking call for this guy to be out of this fucking White House, because all he does is fucking abuse women and of every age. Nobody fucking says it. There's not one fucking women's group that has come forward that says this. We have 20 fucking video things that show him doing this. Nobody does it. There is no women's movement. Okay? Don't fucking kid yourself. There is no women's. The only time it's a women's movement is if it follows the liberal fucking democratic agenda. If it has anything to do with the fucking other side, the women's movement ends right there. Ends. There is no women's movement. Okay? When we were going to have a woman president, Hillary Clinton, whether you like her or not, all the women were supposed to line up and say, finally, we have a woman's president. You know what they did? They backed Barack Obama because he was black. Okay? Oprah Winfrey was the premier voice of women for years. It made her a billionaire, being the voice of women. Anything, women problems, she was the one. Women power, she was the one. And every fucking week there was a guy on with a book to how to empower yourself. Women have to rise up and get fucking, and I'm your fucking mouthpiece. And what did she do? There was a woman running for president for the first fucking time, and she went, fuck her, I'm voting for the black guy because he's black. Guy had no any kind of experience in anything else, but just because she's a fucking turncoat bullshit artist. Anyway, so this woman is getting caressed. That's not enough. He goes so close that he's under her umbrella. That's how close his face is. Do we have cold? 2 days ago, he was wearing a fucking mask and spreading this bullshit that you still need to bet. There's still a pandemic, there's stuff. But he sees a woman, no mask. He's under her umbrella. Okay? I'm not saying he's at the edge of the umbrella. He's under her umbrella. Do you know how fucking close you have to be to someone that her umbrella is protecting you as well? That's inappropriate too. That's inappropriate. When I worked construction, women were starting to enter the workplace. You know what? You had to recognize them as women. You don't brush up against them. You don't get this close to them, because either it's sexually aggressive or it's just physically threatening. So either he was being sexually aggressive to her, getting that close. Also, COVID, Fauci should have came out and says, what the fuck is this guy doing? Anyway, Fauci's a cuckser. Anyway, so, or he was getting intimidating. He was trying to intimidate a woman. Either way, he did a fucking horrific thing. And this is every week, every podcast. I'm like a broken fucking record. There's no women's groups. There's no fucking equal rights groups. There's nothing. Nothing. Now, the big story was that they found all these fucking documents in his house. In every place, any place he was at. His beach house, they found it. In his regular house, they found it. At his office in Pennsylvania, they found it. They're finding classified documents. He was supposed to have these classified documents. Maybe as a president has the right to declassify. But he had them when he was a senator. What was he? A congressman? Senator? You're not allowed to take classified documents home and put them in a place that are fucking unsecure. Now they raided Mar-a-Lago because they said Trump had classified documents, which he's allowed to have. Imagine this is like storming your fucking house because you have fucking a loaf of bread. This guy has something that every president has the right to have. This is how much of a right you have. They just asked Barack Obama, can we go and search for fucking documents in your house? He said, no, you can't. Because I have the fucking right to have them. So fuck you. And that's his right. But with Trump, he says, yes, I have them. And they go, well, we want to see them. Where are they? He says, they're locked in these lockers at my residence. And they said, well, do us a favor. Put these other locks on it. He said, okay. He put the other locks on it. The Secret Service guards them. Do you understand? The Secret Service, there's no crack fucking who is going in there and fucking going through them. The Secret Service with the fucking Department of Justice and FBI locks are on these things. They raided it anyway. It was a pure fucking KGB arm of the government going after an ex-president. Never been done before. The world has changed. This country's changed. Get fucking ready, okay? Because it's going to change even worse if it keeps going down this road. So this fucking guy Biden's got all these documents. Now they're starting to find on the Hunter laptop that there's information on the laptop that coincides with these classified documents. He's talking to the fucking Chinese about fucking things that are on the documents. Can you imagine this? Can you fucking imagine this? They had somebody say they overheard Trump talking to fucking Zelensky or whoever the fuck the head of the Ukraine at the time. They didn't even hear what the other guy was saying. They said, somebody I talked to overheard him talking, and they impeached him. This guy has documents that it was completely illegal to have, and now it looks like he has his son selling the information on the documents. This guy is a fucking agent. He's a Chinese agent. There's no other way to put this. The fucking president, the Biden family are agents of China. Not that they were growing up in China, but because they took money for certain information, they're now, that's the definition of it. It's fucking horrible. We're in so much fucking trouble. And that's why when you come to me and you say, I want to talk about how Biden should be in office or how don't talk to me. Please don't talk to me. Because you're a total fucking moron. If you see all this evidence and you could still be so fucking pro Biden. I don't give a fuck if you're pro-Trump, anti-Trump, anti-DeSantis. But if you're pro-Biden and pro-Kamala and pro-Democratic Party still, there's something wrong with you. Because you've been fucking brainwashed. You need to fucking go somewhere and fucking smell the flowers and get off of whatever the fuck you're on. And that's the Biden update. The Biden update took a long time because there's so much happened. I'm sorry. And the other big story is a young black man named Tyre Nichols was arrested. They released the footage, the webcam footage, the police. What do you call that? The police cameras that they have, the body cameras, and it was 5 black cops beating up a black kid, and it beat him to death. Okay. And it's not like they beat him to subdue him and he died. And like we got to find out like why he died. You watch the film, they killed him. They would when you tee off and kick somebody in the fucking head, what do you think is gonna fucking happen? And it's now I know he's a kid, he's 6'2", 200 fucking pounds. He's a big fucking dude. There was no fucking reason why they should have done that. They should be charged. Things should happen. But let me just say one thing. Okay? I don't condone it. I think it's horrendous. You know, people with class, the Nichols family saying, please do not violently protest. They found this peace in their heart that only God and Jesus Christ could put there. Okay, because they did something that was very noble to say that, because that's not going to solve anything. But they're going to make sure these people see justice. Having said that, do not demonize police because of this. 5 fucking police officers. How many police officers are there? 50,000? 60,000? 100,000? If you fucking judge your police officers by 5 fucking douchebags, then you're fucked up. Then you're drinking the Kool-Aid. Because this is meant to keep fucking control of people. Okay? To demonize police. It's the worst fucking thing you could do. And I'll try and let you understand it. Number one, the guy's a big dude. He resisted arrest continually through the arrest. They tased him twice. They batoned him in the legs. They were punching him in the stomach. He would not resist. I mean, he would not just comply. He resisted the whole fucking way. This never ends well. There are more white people that die at the hands of the police for the exact same reason. They don't comply. They fucking resist and resist and resist until it escalates to a point where the unfortunate happens, where the tragedy happens. Okay? And let me tell you something. If you judge everybody by a very, very small, then you're a bigot and you're just as racist and bigoted as anybody else. Okay? So if you're going to demonize police, you're a fucking fool for that. Now, let me just tell you something that people forget. I don't know why you forget. I don't know whether it's ignorance. I don't know whether it's I can't even understand it. But anybody in this country has to know a police person, probably related in some way to a police officer. A police officer, okay, is working every day of his life. He doesn't have a mansion. Okay, he's not Nancy Pelosi. He's not Chuck Schumer that have millions and millions of dollars on a $200,000 salary. No, they get paid shit. And they work in the worst conditions on planet Earth. Okay? On planet Earth. More fucking police are murdered now than ever before. It's encouraged to resist arrest. Go on TikTok, go on YouTube. Every fucking thug, every fucking piece of shit that wants to look cool is resisting and filming. If they're not doing that, the cop pulls them over. Can I see your license registration? No. Why do you want to see that? And they escalate it and they go. Here's this fucking police officer knowing he's gone to funerals. He knows he's in a really bad area where cops are being fucking killed All the time. They're being shot, they're being stabbed, they're being killed. He has a family he wants to go home to. The stop happens, and I'm not even talking about this kid, I'm talking about across the board. And people resist. They give them fear. They put fear in the policeman is a fucking human being. There are fucking soldiers. There are Marines that are in combat. You know what they are? They're afraid. Of course, they're afraid. They're human beings. They're afraid. They're approaching your fucking car. And they're afraid because they know they've been to the fucking, they've been to the funerals. They've been to the emergency rooms. They know. They've seen the families of the slain officers struggling to fucking make it. And they're afraid. And now you fucking resist. You resist physically. You're pulling away. You're doing this. They know also in training that a lot of times this fucking physical reaction results in because they have like maybe a weapon on them that they don't want you to get. Now that's fucking, you know how scary that is? If I fucking told you to wrestle someone and they have a fucking weapon on them, you know how scared you'd be? Or that they're going for your weapon. Do you understand this? These are human beings. These are people that have been assaulted, some of them before. They don't want it anymore. Okay? You ever take a fucking punch in the face? You ever get your fucking nose broken or your cheek broken or lose some fucking teeth? It's not fun. And that's what they're facing every stop. When they put the police cameras on, they should have did one fucking law. The minute you resist, and it's on that, the minute you resist, they add a year to whatever fucking sentence it is. Immediately, it should be a year. We have to fucking train people. We have to lecture kids in school. TikTok videos taken down. Every fucking social media video of people encouraged to fucking resist arrest has to be taken down. It's getting people killed. It's getting police killed. It's getting young people killed. It's stupid and it shouldn't be encouraged. It's not cool. That's what's fucking going on in the streets. And now these fucking five guys, I'm not saying of course, I'm not saying they're right. I'm saying they're criminals. But there comes a point where you become fearful. They tased him twice. They couldn't subdue him. They hit him fucking 5 times. They couldn't subdue him. Now, this guy's seeing 3 of his friends fucking still wrestling with them. I know he kicked them in the fucking head, but maybe that was it. That was his breaking point. Now, there are fucking people who commit heinous crimes and they go, well, we could prove that he lost his head, that he was crazy, and we're going to just put him in a mental institution for a year and then we'll get him out. I think that's what they should do with police. Of course they lost their fucking mind. Of course. They lost their fucking mind in fear. It's okay. It's okay. You're a human being. Your life was being threatened. And you did something you would never have done. That's what they call crimes of passion. People fucking do stuff. They kill the domestic violence. And then an hour later, they're like, oh my God, what did I do? Because you're a human being. Stop fucking resisting. Stop it. Now there's video footage that's missing of why they pulled him over. Can you fucking tell me why they would edit the film and not send the whole film out? Can anybody tell me that? Is it that fucking hard to say why? They know they've seen him do some shit. That's why they were chasing him. And that's why he was fucking getting away. And that's why he got up and he ran again. And so he was obviously guilty of some fucking thing that was putting people's lives in danger. And then when they stopped him, he put all the policemen's lives in danger. I don't give a fuck what you say. When you resist arrest, you're putting the policeman's life in danger. And then he overreacts. Not all of them. You want to look at the statistics? Less than 1% of police do shit that is not, that is wrong. That is absolutely wrong. Less than 1%. I'm an electrician. We have like an 8%. Okay. Construction work, fucking 12%. I think policing is the lowest fucking percentage of fucking wrongdoing in like almost every profession. So let's not fucking be stupid about this. And here's the fucking thing. They're flooding the fucking inner cities with criminals. They're letting them out to prey on police and one time and time again. In case you don't know, when you are soft on crime and you flood the streets with criminals and then you import illegals in and don't fucking check who they are and flood the streets with them, people with no identity, no name, and instructed not even to take them in, two people are in mortal danger. The risk of them being hurt goes up 1,000%. Police officers and the poor, the poor black, the poor white, the poor Mexican, the poor Asian, the poor everyone, because they're in that neighborhood, and now you've increased their chances of getting murdered, raped, robbed, stabbed, assaulted. Okay? So if you are a fucking liberal and you are, or any way are for what's going on with these fucking places like San Francisco and Chicago and New York and all of these cities that are letting fucking criminals back on the street, letting these fucking illegals flood the area, letting fucking convicted felons lessening the crime. If you fucking steal, it's okay as long as it's under $1,000. What you are doing is you are damning police and the poor in this country to a fucking life that's horrible, that's threatening, that's endangering their lives. And you fucking look at yourself in the fucking mirror. If you support anything except a closed border and stricter policing, stricter laws, stricter behind fucking bars, stricter judges. If you are for anything else than that, then you are contributing to the misery of a lot of people in this country, and most of them are the poor. You are attacking the poor. You are making the life of poor people as miserable as this country could make it. It's your fault because you fucking back it. You love it. You'll argue it. There's a fucking guy on Facebook, Rob Reiner, a fucking 100,000 years ago. He was on All in the Family. All he does is fucking insanely talk out against conservative values, against Donald Trump, against somebody who wanted to do exactly what I said: stricter laws, lifting up the poor. He's so fucking against it. It's evil. There was one time in this country, and it wasn't too long ago, that minorities had the highest employment rate in the history of the United States. And you know what that did to liberals? It made them shit their fucking pants because they just lost control. They just lost control of inner city black people. We're locking up the people who are drugging and ganging and everything in your neighborhood so you could go out and you could fucking have a job and you could fucking send your kids to college and get a mortgage and have a nice fucking house and a nice life. We just fucking lost control of them. You know what we're going to do? Let's flood the fucking country with other poor people that we have in our grasp, that we fucking, they dependent 100% on us. And that's what they're doing. And that's what you're fucking contributing to. I don't understand it. Lax laws and lax enforcement are the fucking disintegration of life in this country that we enjoy. And we will not enjoy it anymore unless we fucking turn it around. And this poor fucking kid died. I'm telling you, If when they pulled him over, if he got out, went like this, put his hands behind his back, he'd be alive today. Those 5 cops would not have done that. It's all in resisting. I'm not saying it's okay to kill someone who's resisting arrest. Again, I'll say it for the fucking 20th time, because there's a bunch of assholes out there saying, I can't believe you're condoning it. Of course not. But you can't fucking do that. And you can't condone this fucking way of acting. So stop with the fucking social media bullshit of, let me show this cop. Do you know what the law is? The law is I don't have to do. Fucking wrong. This is a human being getting paid much less than a lot of people in this country, and he's trying to make our fucking lives safe. Comply. Okay? And live. I'm Freddie Rubino. This was my podcast. I hope you understand it. I hope you could conceive of it. I hope if you're on the fence of what I like and what I don't like, that you would fucking understand that this is right and wrong. It's right and wrong. Fucking wake up. There's right and wrong. And choose the right. Remember, everybody's a person. Everybody wants to go home. Everybody sees what's going on in the world. Let's all get together, make the world a better place. Law. Let's follow the laws. That's what makes the world a better place. Love you guys. I'll see you at a show soon, I hope. I play all over the country. East Coast, Midwest, your sister's house. I'll see you then.